Hi, everybody. This is Bill from BCUMC, and this is the Gospel of John study. Today, we're going to look at John chapter 12, verses 34 to 36. It says, "The crowd spoke up. We have heard from the law of the Messiah that the law of the Messiah will remain forever. So how can you say the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man?" Then Jesus told them, "You are going to have the light just a little while longer. Walk while you have the light, before darkness overtakes you. Whoever walks in the dark does not know where they are going. Believe in the light while you have the light, so that you may become children of light." When he had finished speaking, Jesus left and hid himself from them. Let's now take a look at what the book says. I'm on pages 98 and 99. Understanding the Word. There is not much interchange between Jesus and the crowds in the synoptics, but there is a bit more in John, and here is one of the instances. Notice that we are told that the crowd spoke up and quoted scripture. This reflects the collective group as a whole, though doubtless some individual or individuals did the talking. Their claim that the law said that the Messiah will remain forever may seem odd. The Pentateuch does not say that anywhere. The term law is probably a cipher for the whole of the whole Old Testament. Torah would more than likely have been the term originally used. But what text anywhere in the Old Testament could be meant? I would propose it is surely Daniel chapter 7, verses 13 and 14, which does indeed suggest that this messianic figure will rule forever. The inquisitors seem to have taken that to mean the Messiah would never die. Thus, with that assumption, it would make sense that the Messiah was going to be lifted up, and if that had anything to do with death, did it rather mean that he would be taken up into heaven? But if so, why then does Daniel suggest he would rule forever on earth? These are precisely the kind of debates based on interesting interpretations of the Old Testament that one might have expected between Jesus and various religious officials. So it is rather ironic that here it is the crowd that raises the question. Notice, however, that Jesus doesn't answer the question, who is this Son of Man? In fact, he does not directly answer any of the questions here, stated or implied. Rather, Jesus warns them that the light is waning and they need to be walking in it before the darkness descends. Just Jesus must work in the light before night comes. What is required is that they actually believe in the light that Jesus is shedding and sharing, the light that Jesus is, which enlightens all. See John chapter 1. Believing is required if one is going to become a child of light. One does not have that by some birthright. It needs to be kept steadily in view that from the very beginning of this gospel, we have been told that no one is born a child of God. No, indeed. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children not born of natural descent, nor of human decision, or of husband's will, but born of God. John chapter 1, verses 12 and 13. The story of Nicodemus in John 3 simply expands on this theme. This section ends with Jesus hiding himself from the crowd. This comports with the earlier word that Jesus, knowing what is in the hearts of people, would not deliver himself into their hands. John chapter 2, verse 24. So an interesting passage today. So let's look at the questions. Why do you think the crowd asked Jesus this particular question about the Messiah? The crowd asked, "Who is the Son of Man?" Do you suppose they were making a connection between Jesus and this Son of Man? Why didn't Jesus answer the question? And why did he run off and hide? All right, I hope you join us tomorrow for adult Christian education. at 9:30 a.m. to discuss all of what we've read here in John chapter 12. Until then, have a great Saturday.